Hi, I'm Paul Rabelais. I want to talk to you for a moment about some important long-term care Medicaid eligibility issues. There's a lot of people out there in Louisiana that are concerned that they'll have to deplete their life savings if they ever go into a nursing home. So they're rushing to put all of their assets into their children's names. There's another alternative that allows you to retain more control over what you have, and also there's some tax advantages to it as well. We call it our Medicaid Living Trust. You can put stuff into your kids' names, and you can put stuff into a very particular type of trust. It has to have all the necessary Medicaid language in there, but there's some pros and cons of each. I want to go over that with you for just a second. Nonetheless, furthermore, you got to do this 5 years before you go in the nursing home, so get all that information, plan in advance, don't wait till the last minute. If you put stuff into your kids' names, number one, you lose control. It's not yours anymore, it's theirs. Number two, they pay tax if it produces some income, so you're adding tax consequences to them. And then number three, they don't get what's called a step up in basis. If you give them appreciated assets and then they sell them at some point in the future, there's going to be a lot of capital gains tax to pay. Put it into your Medicaid Living Trust that we create for you. Number one, you stay in control. You're the trustee of your trust. You control buying and selling all those assets. Your kids aren't in control of those things. Number two, there's no income tax consequences to your kids when you put it in your Medicaid Living Trust. It's called a grantor trust for tax purposes. You get all the income, you pay tax on all the income, the tax consequences don't change. And number three, your children will benefit from a step up in basis when you die. If you have some assets that have grown in value, then if those assets are in your name or in your what's called grantor trust when you die, those assets get a step up in basis. Your children sell those assets, there'll be no tax to pay. So be aware, there's some pros and cons of putting stuff in your kids' names where you lose control versus putting things into a trust where you retain control, but structure those assets in a way where you qualify for Medicaid in the future. I'm Paul Rabelais. Have a good day.